Alrighty, Star Trek Voyager, Season 2, Episode 18, Death Wish. Did somebody just see a Charles Bronson movie and just, okay, we can use that?
No.
Can't they be a little more creative with their titles? That's a problem I have with Next Generation and Voyager.
This title works for this episode, though, because it was about the Q who wanted to die. It was his death wish.
Alright, but still.
He had a death wish.
But still.
I mean, it could have been
that's
a little more creative.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it could have been a little play on the word or something. Something clever.
Something.
It didn't have to be just so bland.
Bland, yes.
Like the rest of the show was. No. But no, this one, okay. For one, it puts Janeway in yet another moral conundrum.
Which, when you get to the thaw, it blows it completely out of the water. When you get to Tuvix, when you get to the one where B'Elanna had that parasite on her, she's fine with telling, fuck it, we're gonna do what we want but when it's we're gonna look like we're.
Well, it was almost like, especially at this point in the show, in season 2, and going with that, they just kept hitting you over the head with conundrum after conundrum for Janeway.
And she's pious,
and what does she do about it? And it just depends on the situation and the circumstances. She could go this way, she could go that way. You never know what Janeway's gonna do.
Then with the equinox, then she's just got to stick completely up her ass. But then that's not the worst part. What was the first problem you had with Voyager?
The first
episode.
My first issue with it was in the first, cold opening, that
they're just wandering around.
Not that they're wandering around. They're supposed to be beelining it back home, maximum warp to get back to the Alpha Quadrant. Oh, but they're going to stop and investigate this, and they're going to go check something else out, and they're going to waste a bunch of time on something that they're not on an exploratory mission like that.
I'm trying to get home.
They are explorers. I get it, but there may be something that
this isn't TOS.
Could be significant enough to stop and check out and collect the data. But what the fuck are they going to do with that data when they get all the way home? How far away is that fucking anomaly that they want to stop and check out? Yeah. I mean, really? Ain't nobody got no time for that.
Yeah, with the bronchitis or not.
We got to get home. And I mean, sure, there would be some certain things that would like hold them up, and threats and things they would come across that they would have no control over, and they're like, we don't have no time for this, we got to get home, but they can't help it but deal with it.
Yeah.
And it would have put a lot more
emphasis on them getting home.
Well, that and more urgency on the situation to handle it, get it over with, and get back on their way.
Yeah.
And not just, oh, this is happening, I guess we'll deal, what? It wasn't just a standard voyage in space. Like, it wasn't a Constitution class out there exploring and mapping the galaxy. I mean, they might have wanted to stop and map but they could map it on the fly, man.
Yeah.
On their way home.
So then you also didn't like how, once they turned Quinn human, how he would be used for whatever department, and...
Oh, yeah. Milk him for all he's got, man.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, well, this would shut down stellar cartography with all the knowledge he would bring to it. It's like, yeah, so what? You're just trying to get home. Shut him fucking down. What do you need him for so much?
Or, oh my God, he could have found a way to get them home earlier. And then here, I'm gonna...
the Q themselves, that fucking John Delancey could have just blipped him home.
Yeah.
If he wanted to. But no, they're going to put it on Catherine Janeway to decide the fate of this member of the Q continuum. And whatever she decides is what they're going to go with.
For the whole 7 years, when she whinges about the decision that she destroyed the caretaker's array and blah, 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 every time there was a lull or, let's get back to her complaining and whinging about the choices she's made.
We're going to have a hearing, and it's like, Q's ears picked up. A hearing? Do you know what Trelane would have said?
Oh,
a hearing?
Yes.
And you will hang by the neck until you are dead.
Ah.
Right?
Yeah.
Would have been fucking cool. Or, I will hang by the neck, because that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
At the end of this hearing, I will be mortal, and I will hang by the neck until I am dead.
So how is it that these...
I would have shot a brick.
That these are the caretakers of Star Trek, and they...
Didn't
even think about it.
Whew.
All right, so here's something else to go. Whoa! All right. So what did they do with the body after he died?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because
stick it in a torpedo tube and shoot it into space?
No, they probably would have put it on with
Suitor. Like it's Spock.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. They probably would have. It's on hold somewhere or in freeze and like Suitor it was.
Probably, and well, they may have some small morgue.
Well, they'd have to
ship because they would have
20, 30 people.
They would have fatalities along the way.
Yeah,
no matter where in space they were. Yeah. So
and then Carrie have to be. Oh yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, they could throw him in with the inert matter for the replicators. Ew.
No, but no. What I'm saying is like, so it's a Q, and sure he was turned human, but on a subatomic level,
right?
He's still a god. So what the fuck? And you can't tell me that Janeway didn't dissect that Borg from the 29th century when the nanites got into the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That she didn't dissect that to get all those cool things for the ship at the end of the run.
If nothing else, you'd think they would have at least performed an autopsy on it, and the doctor, the holographic doctor, would have no compulsion for doing that.
Yeah.
He would just go right to work.
Yeah.
She would make this thing tick.
But then, we have to make sure that Janeway and the whole crew are these selfless, fucking cat of nine tails whipping themselves in the back every fucking chance they get because they got to do the right thing. Bullshit, they do the right thing. They've done the right thing and stay. And actually, this goes back to the premiere episode. She violated the Prime Directive by destroying the Caretaker's array.
Yeah.
She should have just gone back. So, but that's not what I wanted to talk about.
That's not what I want to talk about.
But I want to talk about the actual meat and potatoes of the episode. This Quinn, that he's so bored with life and everything else.
Life, the universe, and everything.
Yeah.
What's the point of continuing?
I get it.
In this continuum.
I get it. I understand. I'm bored as fuck.
And
I've been to one end of the galaxy to the other, and I'm just bored.
For a Q, there is no
end.
No, yeah, we all know that our life is only going to last as long as it lasts, and that's all we get.
Yeah.
So we're going to make whatever we can make out of it, and with a being like the Q,
I'm bored right now, so I can't even think of fuck.
And their whole collective consciousness and the whole bit there that, I'm sure that would wear on you after a few thousand years, and you would want to be like your own individual, and that was contrary to.
And then that also would have fit in with the Squire being how he was being just a fucking cunt in that episode.
Yeah.
And then he wants to do
and
it also kind of works with what he was doing
all
in
about
Next Generation.
How Trelane was seeking his individuality all along, even all the way back to that episode. That he was an issue from.
He was worse than Q.
Yeah, and he was like a petulant child.
Yeah,
but he was still, it could have been all about him exploring his own individuality.
Yeah,
separate from the continuum, in a way, kind of like Hugh the Borg.
Yeah,
but no, not that. But
not superficial,
but more, purposeful and what do you call it? Not petulant, but
pointed. What?
And like rebellious and
yeah, I can do what I want.
Just to go against the grain, just because. Yeah. And even when he went back after that
episode,
that encounter with Kirk's Enterprise, he would just continue to be that way.
And they just said, nope, that's it.
Yep.
And they could have just switched the time a little bit, and he's been,
he's been locked up to them because time passes differently.
Or was this?
It doesn't even matter because his form can be anything he wants it to be. He could be an older Trelane and still be the same guy.
Because didn't they do that in Picard season 3 or 2 or whatever?
Yes.
So anyway, hold on.
Yes.
So was this more about getting Jonathan Frakes on fucking Voyager than about anything else.
Well, I think it was about getting the Q, John Delancey and Jonathan Frakes.
Yeah.
But how did they end up out of all this, with the indie Q guy running and hiding and all that,
Well, and also it was a way to...
How did he end up on the Voyager of all places?
Right? And well, it was also to push for the fucking that ornament that year, because I think that year was the Voyager ornament.
Yeah, which was kind of the Easter egg with the Christmas tree.
That was tacky. Tacky.
Yeah, it was blatant promotion. Yeah. But then, for them to genuinely put it in Janeway's hands, the fate of this Q, which could potentially affect the fate of the whole continuum one way or the other.
Yeah.
And they were just going to go with whatever she decided to do about it.
No.
Fucking really?
Yeah. Well, she's, Captain Hillary. She's got her lady cock out and it's swinging.
And I could see, John Delancey Q totally putting it to her like that to put her in that moral conundrum, but then still not hold to it when it's time to make the decision.
So is this the episode that breaks Q? Because Voyager has been pointed out that it castrated a lot of things. The Borg, the Q, didn't have a real good...
It did set up for mischievous John Delancey Q to come back from, his disciplined self that we saw in this episode, which I didn't hate that part because, he did do a good job playing that kind of conflict that he is having, that he had to toe the line and straighten up or, Continuum said so. And the other Q is going, yeah, but I remember when you were the petulant fucking, mischievous, whatever you were. I missed that Q. And you could see he was missing it too,
and if that was,
and that would have been a catalyst for him.
No, but if it was William
in his next appearance, but if it was William Campbell,
it would have been like we used to do this all the time, and now you're like this.
Yeah,
what the hell?
What the hell happened to you, man?
Yeah.
Yes, and then to go all the way to succumb and die and be gone forever.
No.
Would be much more impactful on John Delancey's Q.
Right?
Like, wow, he really did that shit. He's gone forever. I'll never see him again, never interact with him.
Yeah.
Never get to go do hijinks with him again. Well, I'm going to be doing hijinks in his honor from now on. Q's back. Just you wait. We'll meet again.
Right? Fuck.
And that would have been a killer tagline.
And this is the two of... We're just sitting here doing this.
Just bouncing it off each other, man.
What the hell? Anyway.
Oh, dude. It just occurred to me watching the episode. I'm saying, that dude should be John Delancey. Or, that should be William Campbell. It should be Trelane.
Yeah.
Why, because he was an upstart and an issue for the Q, even in that novel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it was alternate reality, too.
And was...
It was all sorts of weird shit.
Somehow related to...
Was that a Peter David book? I think that was a Peter David book.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
It was.
Wild.
It was a wild ride.
Yeah.
If you're a Q fan, it was really good. But, there were some things about it. It was like, are you kidding me? Really? The whole of the Q continuum is going to put the fate of
their society,
future,
their existence, whatever,
their traditions and everything that they hold sacred in the hands of a fucking human.
Yeah.
Who wants to have a hearing to the letter of Starfleet regulations, and that they're going to adhere to all these rules and regs that are ours, not yours, and they're just going to, we'll hold to that. Sure, no problem.
So, tell us what you think. Like, share, subscribe.
See